Please describe your experiences.
Well, after waking up or thinking that I woke up from sleep, I tried to move out of bed and my body wouldn't move. I thought there was something going wrong. I thought that I became paralyzed and then I experienced anxiety after my brain was trying to tell my body to move and I couldn't move.
Do you usually have trouble sleeping?
Yes, most of the nights I have trouble sleeping.
Would you consider yourself a type of insomniac?
I would think so, yes.
Have you ever taken any sort of medication to help you sleep?
Yes, I have. Unfortunately, I have.
What kinds of medication have you been taking?
I've taken over-the-counter NyQuil, helping me to just calm down and go to sleep. I've taken Ambien prescription from my doctor. And I've taken lorazepam that is usually for panic attacks, and that helps me calm down as well.
Do the medications have any side effects on you?
Yes, they do.
Please describe the side effects.
Well, most of the times it doesn't get me through a whole night's sleep. And second of all, when you wake up in the morning, I'm more groggy, stiff. I don't feel like I've had a full deep sleep.
Before you go to bed at night, do you look at an LED screen of any type, any technologies?
Yes, every night.
Every night. How many hours would you say before you go to bed?
Probably right up until I go to bed or try to go and get into bed. I'll be on my computer or on my iPhone thinking that it's trying to relax me by playing games on my phone or just browsing through different apps, but I think probably that makes me more stimulated.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you for interviewing me.
So tell me about your experiences with sleepwalking.
Well, it happens a lot, but the worst time was when I was really bad when I went downstairs not knowing anything and I was hungry, I guess. I had a dream about eating a lot of food. And when this happened, I went in the fridge apparently, took out everything out of the fridge and put it outside for some weird reason. And then my dad kind of heard me come downstairs and he was a little worried if it was me or for somebody else. So he heard me open the garage door and I actually went in the car and started the car. That was probably the worst time. Sometimes it's weekly, sometimes it's every 2 weeks, but if it's my bad, the worst is twice, maybe 3 times a week when I actually sleepwalk. And then it just gets really, really bad other days.
Has there ever been a time when someone woke you up while you were standing and it freaked you out?
Actually there was a couple of coincidences. I was sleeping over one of my friend's house and I was going somewhere and I walked up the steps from the basement and his mom was there and she tried to wake me up. I woke up and I felt I didn't even know where I was. I didn't even know I was sleeping over at a friend's house.
Do you remember anything after you wake up from the dream? Do you have any idea that you've been sleepwalking?
Not at all, actually. It's really bad. Only it happened maybe twice that I remember that. I don't know.
Thank you very much for letting me interview you today. So you have been diagnosed as an insomniac, correct?
Yes.
Tell me about your experiences with insomnia. What has affected you with it?
A lot of things actually have affected me. I've gotten kicked off of sports teams because I couldn't keep my grades up because I just can't sleep and I can't function. And my grades were low, so I couldn't stay on the sports teams. The biggest thing for me was I failed my first SATs drastically, and that was really bad because I couldn't sleep the night before. I had no time to study. I just could never function, and I got a really low grade on my SAT, and it was kind of a wake-up call that I needed help.
That's when you went to the doctor to talk about your insomnia?
Yes.
And how are you doing now with it?
I've gotten better. I mean, I still have it, but it's not as bad as it was before. Like, maybe I get, like, around 4 hours of sleep a night, where other nights I just wouldn't sleep.
That's great, that's great. Have you ever taken any sort of sleeping medication? Was any prescribed, or it never went to that level?
At one point, my doctor was talking about it, but I'm not a big fan of taking medicines and stuff, so I just said no to it, which, I mean, that could have helped me, but I just said no to the medication because I'm not for medication.
Thank you very much for letting me interview you.
Thank you for interviewing me.